This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I am here at Villa Sandi with a winemaker, Stefano Gava. How are you today, sir?
How are you? So, thank you, Jamie. My name is Stefano Gava. I'm a winemaker. I work in the Villa Sandi winemakers teams since 2006. Okay, and in particular, I follow the sparkling wine production, and in particular the Martinotti method. Maybe you know the Charmat style, but in Italy we call it Martinotti. Martinotti is the method for the production of Prosecco, because we have in particular a philosophy inside our winery, inside the Villa Sandi, is to make a very fresh and fruity wine, like Prosecco style. And Martinotti is the method for this kind of wine. And yes, it's a beautiful area surrounding here, and it's a fantastic area for the production of high quality sparkling wine, and especially from the Superiore area, from the hills between Valdobbiadene and Conegliano. There are 35 kilometers of beautiful hills from these two small village in the northeast part of Italy, in the middle between the Venice and the Dolomite. Okay, in a beautiful area with a good earth and a good climate condition for the right ripening of the grape.
One thing that I found fascinating while I've been here is the distinction between the different levels of Prosecco. And most people think of Prosecco as simply being Prosecco, but there are quite a few different things going on here. How would you describe the main differences in quality between DOC and DOCG?
Yeah, this is a very smart and a good question for us. Prosecco is now all over the world, like a sparkling wine, but we have a different quality in Prosecco. We have the Prosecco from the flat area of the appellation. Okay, it's a big area from the flat appellation, and we produce in the flat area the DOC Prosecco. Then we call it's the normal Prosecco. The area is around 20,000 hectares of vineyard. It's a big area. Okay, between two regions in Italy, between Friuli Venezia Giulia and Veneto. We are located in the northeast part of Italy. In this part of Italy, in Treviso province, in Treviso city, we have also we call the Superiore area. The superior area is an area between Valdobbiadene and Conegliano. Is the DOCG. Okay, the grape come only from the hills. Is a handmade product, because pruning, harvest, everything in the vineyard is made by hand. Okay, and we have a big difference also in the wine, because we have more floral and fruity wine on the DOCG appellation, and also inside the DOCG appellation we have a special location. The name is Cartizze. Okay, it's only 106 hectares of vineyard, more than 140 different vine growers, so a lot of vine growers, and the beautiful grapes in a fantastic area for the best Prosecco style wine.
Now, which grapes are we talking about? Is it 100% Glera, or do you have other grapes that go into that very special wine of yours?
Another good question. In our winery, we prefer to use 100% of Glera in our blend, because we think that Glera is the best grape for our best wine. But also for the rules, it's possible to use minimum 85% of Glera, and the rest 15% is possible to use Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and also small native grape like Vertiso, Bianchetta, Pereira. But we prefer to use, in our philosophy, we prefer to use 100% of Glera.
And what is it that you find in the glass with your particular Cartizze? Because it was the first brut Cartizze I've tasted.
Our Cartizze Vigna Rivetta represent one of our masterpieces in sparkling wine. Represent one of my favorite wine that we produce in Villa Sandi, also because I made it, but it's a very good wine.
Okay.
And why it's a good wine? What's a good sparkling wine? Because we have a good combination between the sugar is low sugar, because around 10 grams per liter,
right,
and the good acidity, not too much. Is the right acidity. Okay, is the good balance between the acid and the sugar, and we create a very good wine also like an aperitif, but also with food, with simple Italian food, with fresh food. Okay, like our cuisine. I like our food style, in particular in this part of Italy.
So this Cartizze wine, it really is spectacular, but it's nothing like a champagne. It's very, very, very different, and I think that's what makes it so special. And it's a wine that I think people, when they're used to drinking, perhaps they're used to drinking DOC, Prosecco, it's nothing like that at all. It's a very, I guess that what I love about it is that freshness, that salinity that comes through. I mean, I'm not saying it's a crazily complex wine in perhaps the way that one would speak about a champagne, an aged champagne, but Prosecco is not champagne.
No, absolutely no. Prosecco is completely different from champagne, from cava, from another sparkling wine famous in Italy like Trento, like Franciacorta. It's different because we use another fermentation style.
Yes.
Okay, Martinotti method. It's not fermented in the bottle like champagne, like cava, like Franciacorta, and it's a very friendly and easygoing wine. Okay, it's not very alcoholic because Prosecco is only 11 alcohol. Usually in champagne we work at, or in cava we work at 12 and a half. Okay, and I think Prosecco represents the Italian lifestyle bubbles, okay, because like the people that lives in this area, it's very friendly and easygoing, okay, and also the aroma is completely different from the classic method because we prefer to obtain a wine with a lot of fruity and floral aroma.
Yes,
okay? This is the characteristic. Yeah. This is the characteristic of a very good glass of Prosecco.
I found with many of the traditional method Prosecco I have tasted, I guess what I managed to evaluate from all of that is I don't think the Glera grape does all that well with the secondary fermentation in the bottle.
No, well, in our philosophy, in our point of view, no. Glera for us is only made with Martinotti method, re-fermentation in the tank. Some producer make some experiment, make some production with the second fermentation in the bottle, but we believe that Glera is not the right grapes for the second fermentation in the bottle. The best expression of Glera is with Martinotti method, okay? Because Glera is a grape for a very fruity and floral wine like our wine. So this is why we prefer to use 100% of Martinotti method in our production.
Stefano, thank you very much for joining us at Good Food Revolution today.
Thank you to you, and say ciao to Canada.
I will do. Bye for now.
Ciao, ciao.